Do you even need a real estate agent to buy or sell real estate anymore? We're about to find out. Hi, Darryl West, Powerhouse Real Estate. If you're asking yourself, do you even need a real estate agent? I mean, that's a valid question. Can't you just go online and search for the properties you need without a realtor? We're going to walk you through the top 3 questions that people just like you have about working with realtors, and then you can decide whether you need one or not. The most common question that people have today about working with realtors is, what is their role? The main reason people hire realtors is so you can make an informed decision. My job is to make sure that you know everything and to keep you out of trouble. Buying and selling real estate is going to be one of the largest investments that a person makes. Don't you want to make the best decision possible? A realtor has a fiduciary duty to act in your best interest. In other words, he has to make sure that you don't make any mistakes. The other reason that people hire real estate agents is to facilitate the transaction, because in real estate, there's a lot of moving parts. Finding a house is just half the battle. You have to get financing, manage contingencies, amongst other things. So it's your realtor's job to pull all these things together and bring you to the closing table. On the other hand, if you're selling a property, you have to worry about marketing, staging, showings, pictures, amongst many other things. Once we find a buyer for the property, now we have to facilitate the deal all the way to the closing table. At the end of the day, it comes down to many tedious tasks and facilitations. In other words, it's a full-time job. The second most commonly question that we get is, when is a good time to buy or sell? There's opportunities in every market. The question is, will you see it? Well, that's another reason why people hire good realtors. And the third most commonly question asked is it worth the cost to hire a realtor? So this depends on who you hire, but statistics show that overwhelmingly people prefer to hire a good realtor. For example, when you hire a buyer's agent, there's no out-of-pocket expense. Traditionally, the seller pays for both the listing agent and also the buyer's agent's commission. On the other hand, if you're selling a property, there is a commission charge. Someone has to pay for the marketing, the staging, the photos, and facilitating the closing. So the real question is, did you hire the right realtor? Because hiring the right realtor should net you more than what the cost of the commission is. Hopefully this video gave you some insight on the top 3 questions that people just like you have on whether you should work with a realtor or not. The first thing to understand is the role your realtor plays and what exactly you're hiring them for. Hiring the right realtor can be one of the most important financial decisions you've ever made, but hiring the wrong realtor can equally be the worst. If you have any additional questions about the process about buying or selling real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I'm Darryl West, Powerhouse Real Estate. Thank you for tuning in.